as yesterday saw the implementation of nationwide COVID-induced regulations within all so-called red-zoned provinces, including our own, we're reminded that alcohol consumption now on any premises is illegal. Sales from shops remain allowed. Restaurants can open until 9 o'clock and continue with takeaways only until 11. All shops will close at 11 in the evening but are able to reopen at 4 in the morning. Educational establishments are firmly closed, as are massage shops, spas and play areas. Friday through to Sunday saw very close to 5,000 new cases of COVID reported, with Sunday seeing 1,767 alone, and reports that 12,500 people are currently under care for COVID around the nation, and the figures so far are rising daily. The new transmissions on Sunday saw Bangkok reporting 347 cases, our own province, Chonburi, 229, Chiang Mai 164, Nonthaburi 100, Prachuap-Khiri-Khan 66 and Samut Prakan 64. The new cases in Chonburi were almost double those of Saturday. Free COVID testing at public hospitals and specially set up testing areas began yesterday for all Thais and also non-Thais who pay into the social security system as employees. For others, private hospitals offer testing from around 3,000 baht, and currently anyone with COVID is supposed to be hospitalised or at least quarantined. To achieve that, in addition to more beds being supplied to hospitals, pop-up quarantine centres are being set up around the country, and the use of unoccupied but qualified hotels as so-called covotels are being enlisted to deal with an expected increase. For every person found to have COVID right now, the chances are that 8 to 10 others have it and don't even know. So far, fewer than 600,000 people, or 0.9% of the population, have received at least one shot of the vaccinations. To quantify that, 40 million vaccinations took place in England between 8th of December and the 17th of April. That's both doses. Here, limited supplies of vaccinations have been a problem, as large quantities of the AstraZeneca vaccine will not be available until June. So think of every single venue that you visit, every shop, mall, market, BART bus or place of work, as a potential source of you getting ill, and take all precautions. Meanwhile, at home and in Pattaya, the situation has worsened too, as the count here rises daily, so the region has implemented extra controls and is expected to add more during the course of the week. Here, in addition to those venues closed by the government, snooker halls, all types of swimming pools, entertainment venues, skating areas, bowling alleys, internet cafes, cinemas and theatres, arcades, banqueting and conference facilities, nurseries and daycare providers, and any event involving more than 50 people are banned under a provincial-wide clampdown. Beaches, parks and reservoirs are only for exercising. Gathering to eat or drink in these areas is forbidden, but swimming is not prohibited in the ocean. There's no restriction on travel, however some provinces are independently requiring COVID-clear certification before allowing travellers from so-called red zones into their provinces. It really is time then to make responsible decisions. You decide where you go. It's totally up to you. However, as we review in a moment the latest list of venues in the city where COVID patients have visited, it's worth remembering that most, if not all, were clean. However, each of those patients had to travel to those venues, often on public transport, and will likely have visited other nearby venues not listed. The use of apps to register visits has without doubt not been carried out by all, opting to either give it a swerve or list their names on a sheet at the business entrances. So the list issued for our region and our city is without doubt incomplete. However, here it is. The Duna Cafe on April the 2nd from 4:30 till 6 in the evening, and on April the 4th from 4 until 4:30. Fraser's Sports Bar and Pub on April the 3rd from 2:30 until 5 in the afternoon. The Fantasy Lounge on Soi Buakhao on April the 3rd and the 9th between 10 and 1 in the morning. Rompo Barbecue Buffet on April the 4th from 6:30 to 9:30 and on April the 7th from 6 until 8 in the evening as well. Patia's own police station on Soi 9 on April the 6th and April the 9th from 1 until 4 p.m. The Pattaya Provincial Court anytime between April the 6th and the 15th. Den Duong Barbecue Restaurant on April the 7th from 10:30 in the evening until midnight. The Corona Bar on Soi LK on April the 7th from 8 until 10 in the evening. Tengung Tondis on April the 7th from 8 until 3 in the morning, and on April the 9th from 8 in the evening until midnight. Foxy Bar on Soi 6 on April the 8th from 7 until 8 in the evening. Mod's Bar on Soi 6 on April the 9th from 7 until 11 in the evening. Max Barbecue on April the 8th from 3 a.m. until 4 a.m. Prime Burger Pattaya in Soi Buakhao on April the 9th from 7 until 8 in the evening. The Easy Health Coffee Restaurant on April the 10th between 3 and 4 in the afternoon, and the Chocolate Factory on April the 10th from 2 until 3 in the afternoon. A ramen restaurant in Central Festival Pattaya Beach on April the 11th from 2 until 3 in the afternoon. La Baguette Restaurant on April the 12th from midday to 2 in the afternoon. The bus terminal at Big C and a bus that's travelling from Pattaya to Sakau scheduled from 8 in the morning on April the 13th. Pupan Seafood in Pattaya between April the 13th and the 14th from 8 until 10 in the evening. The Pattaya Sakau bus scheduled on the April the 14th at 9 in the morning. Umama Chill Buffet on Khao Talo on April the 14th from 5 in the evening until 10:30 in the evening, and Poon Kang Barbecue Restaurant in Soi Khao Noi on April the 14th from 7:30 in the evening until 11. Gosh Restaurant and Winery on April the 14th from 3 to 5 in the afternoon, and the Mushroom Cafe on April the 15th from midday until 2 in the afternoon. Anyone who's visited those venues during those times or has been in contact with people who have and notes fever or breathing issues must report for testing at a public hospital. The good news, and there is some, is that the chances are that even if you do contract COVID, you won't die from it. You may or may not be ill, and to what degree depends on age and health, but you'll also have been a carrier, and that's the most important issue. With the reminder mitts, masks and meters, wash your hands, wear a mask and keep social distancing. And the Met Office promising highs today of 32, a hot day, dropping down to 27 with moments of cloud and a chance of rain. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or program, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.